Students, previously we studied about Rutherford atomic model and defects in or drawbacks in Rutherford atomic model. Now we continue the remaining topic of the lesson. So according to Rutherford, the nucleus contains protons and neutrons and the electrons around the nucleus. We know that one. So ultimately the atom mainly consisting of three subatomic particles like as which one? Electron, proton and neutron. Now the number of electrons and protons and neutrons called as a which one, that can be explained today. Okay, so first of all, atomic number. Once observe the blackboard. Atomic number, it is defined as the total number of electrons or protons present in neutral atom is called as atomic number. So we already well known that every atom consisting of which one? Electrons and protons and neutrons. So in an atom, in a neutral atom, number of electrons equal to number of protons. That means how many number of electrons are existed outside of the nucleus, that will be equal to the number of protons in the nucleus. So that is considered as a which one? Atomic number. For example, hydrogen atomic number 1. That means hydrogen consisting of 1 electron and 1 proton. Helium atomic number is 2. That means it consisting of 2 electrons and 2 protons. So that's why the atomic number resembles number of electrons or protons because both are same in which one? A very neutral atom. So it is represented with which one? Z, capital Z. So Z equal to number of electrons, that equal to which one? Number of protons. So example, sodium atomic number is 11. That means it contains which one? 11 protons and 11 electrons. That means the atomic number is represented which one? Total number of protons or electrons. Okay, so that is about the which one? Atomic number. So what is the second one? Mass number. Mass number means it is defined as a which one? The total sum of protons and neutrons present in the nucleus of an atom. Because once observe here, proton, neutron, these two are existed in which one? Nucleus only. Am I right? So that's why the total sum of proton number plus neutron number is considered as which one? Mass number, and it is represented with a which one? A. So mass number A equal to sum of number of protons plus which one? Number of neutrons. So A equal to P plus N. We already know number of protons equal to number of electrons. Number of protons is equal to which one? Considered as the atomic number. So instead of P, I written as a which one? Z. So A equal to Z plus N. So here Z equal to which one? Proton or electron number. So if I want the number of neutrons in the nucleus, that can be calculated as a which one? So N equal to A minus Z. Here it is a addition. When it comes out equal to the left side, it becomes which one? Minus. So that's why A minus Z. So A minus Z gives which one? Number of neutrons. So we clearly know that which one? Z and as well as which one? A. So for every element or every atom, both are having mass number as well as which one? Atomic number. So that element can be represented as which one? If an xn element is there, then the xn element can be represented as x z is right on the left side bottom corner and A is right on the left side top corner. So A represents the which one? Mass number. Here Z represents the which one? Atomic number. So for any element or any atom, it can be represented as X, A, Z. A refers to which one? Mass number. Z refers to which one? Atomic number. Now on this topic, we have a small question, that is, calculate number of protons, comma, number of electrons, comma, number of neutrons in bromine 35 8. Clear? Calculate the number of protons, electrons, neutrons in a given atom, bromine 35 80. So once observe what the question given. Solution. So any element can be represented as a which one? X, Z, A. Here the bromine represented as like this, 35 80. That means Z, that equal to which one? Number of electrons, that equal to number of protons, that equal to, here Z represents which one? This one. So that is the atomic number only. So that is equal to which one? Atomic number Z, that is equal to which one? 35. That means what he asked in the question? Number of protons and electrons. So how many protons are there? 35 protons. And how many electrons are there? 35 electrons. That means protons equal to 35 and electrons equal to which one? 35. Why? Because in a neutral atom, both the number of electrons and protons are same, which resembles the atomic number. Now, what is the remaining? Number of neutrons. So, number of neutrons equal to, already we have formula, which one? A minus Z. A means which one? Mass number. Z means atomic number. So A how much? 80. This one is A. And Z means how much? Atomic number 35. That equal to how much? 45. So that is the number of neutrons. So for a given element, if the mass number as well as atomic number knows, we can easily calculate the number of protons, number of neutrons and number of electrons. Clear? Okay. Now from these observations, and here we discuss another more topic, that is which one? Isotopes and isobars. Isotopes and isobars. So isotopes. Isotopes. Here once observe, here a word iso. Here a word iso is there. Iso means same. So what is the same here? What is same here? So according to definition of isotopes, the elements of same atom, the elements of same atom having the elements of same atom having same atomic number, but different in mass number. Such entities are called isotopes. Are called as which one? Isotopes. So once you observe, having same atomic number, that's the main one. Means the elements having same atomic number. Example, 1H1, 1H2, 1H3. Once observe here, all are having same atomic numbers. But what happened? The mass numbers are different. So if the elements having same atomic number, different mass numbers, such species are called as which one? Isotopes. As well as some more examples, like as carbon. Which one? Carbon 6, 12, 6 carbon 13, 6 carbon, as well as chlorine 17, 35, chlorine 17, 37. Once observe here, what happened? The atomic numbers are same. Mass number is different. So isotopes means all the elements, all the atoms that belongs to same kind of elements. All the atoms that belongs to one same kind of elements only. And which are different here? The mass numbers are different. So if same atomic number, different mass numbers, such entities or such particles are called as which one? Isotopes. Isotopes are discovered by Soddy. Which one? Isotopes discovered by Soddy. Frederick Soddy. Frederick Soddy. Next one, isobars. Here also, iso means same. What is same here? Bar means here the mass number will be same. Atomic numbers are different. Atomic numbers are different means the elements are different kind. That means those elements are not the same. So the different atoms have same mass number and differ in atomic numbers. Such entities are called which one? Isobars. So once observe, different atoms. Atoms are different. Whenever atoms are different, it means automatically the atomic number is different. But what is same here? Same mass number. Such entities are called as which one? Isobars. Example, argon 1840, potassium 1940, calcium 2040. If you observe here, the atomic numbers are different, but what are the same? Mass numbers are same. As well as iron 2658 and nickel 27. Here also the mass numbers are different, and mass numbers are not, atomic numbers are different, and which one? Mass numbers are same. So if atoms having like that, then those are said to be which one? Isobars. This one is discovered by isobars are discovered by which one? Stewart. Walter Stewart in 1980. So that is the which one? Isotopes and isobars. So isotopes means the same kind of atoms having same atomic number, different in mass numbers, then those are called as which one? Isotopes. Whereas isobars means atoms of different are having same mass number and different in their atomic numbers, such are called as isobars. Isotopes are discovered by which one? Soddy Frederick, and isobars are discovered by Walter Stewart 1980. Okay, so that's about the species of which one? Isotopes and isobars. So isotopes is over. Then after, development leading to the Bohr's atomic model means what are the defects we will observe in Rutherford atomic model that can be rectified and explained new atomic model by Niels Bohr. So according to him, he followed the mainly Planck's quantum theory of radiation. So before going to discuss the Planck quantum theory of radiation, Rutherford, what are the drawbacks will be happens in his atomic model that can be rectified by which one? Niels Bohr. For that, Niels Bohr, there are two developments played major role in the formulation of which one? Bohr's atomic model. Two developments. What are the two developments here means? Dual character of electromagnetic radiation. That means previously I have discussed that one, Planck quantum theory of radiation. So according to Planck quantum theory of radiation, what happens? The energy which is emitted by the electron in the form of radiation, that is one of the drawback in Rutherford. When an energy particle continuously revolves around the nucleus, it continuously loses energy in the form of radiation. If that radiation is exposed to photographic plate, we observe a discriminate bands. Actually, continuous bands will be happen, but actually discontinuous bands are occurs. What is the reason we don't know. That is the drawback of Rutherford. So that will be. That means whatever the electron loses energy, that energy is emitted in the form of which one? Electromagnetic radiation. So, and that electromagnetic radiation is not a single nature, it is a dual nature. That means it behaves as a particle as well as a wave-like nature. So wave-like nature as well as particle nature is exists. It means previously in your physics you can study about the particle nature of light as well as the wave nature of light, Newton-Coper's theory as well as Huygens wave theory. So that is in physics, not to discuss about here. So here, like that only, the radiant energy which is emitted by electron, which is continuously revolves around the nucleus, that electron energy is in the form of which one, wave-like as well as particle-like properties. And the second one is experimental results regarding atomic spectra. Previously that one was, when it is exposed to photographic plate, what happens? Spectral lines will be formed. So that atomic spectra, which can be explained only by assuming quantized electronic energy levels. These two important topics, these two important points are played major role in which one? Bohr atomic model. So that means here we discuss about the which one? What are the dual character of electromagnetic waves? So before going there, what is electromagnetic radiation or what is electromagnetic waves? That will be discussed now. So what are electromagnetic waves or electromagnetic radiation, and what are the characters and how they are distinguished? So what are the characteristics of the electromagnetic waves? That will be discussed now. Wave nature of electromagnetic waves or radiation. According to James Maxwell, according to which one? James Maxwell, when an electrical and magnetic fields are oscillating continuously, then they produces electromagnetic radiation. That means the radiation which is produced by changing of strength of electrical and magnetic field. Electromagnetic waves are produced by continuous field strength of both electric and magnetic fields, which are perpendicular to each other. That means both the electrical field as well as this one is electrical field this one is magnetic field. This one is y-axis, this one is z-axis, and this one is x-axis. Here it is electric field, this one is magnetic field, and this is the wave propagation direction. So once observe the diagram. According to James Maxwell, electromagnetic waves are produced by continuous change in the field strength of both electrical and magnetic field. So here it is a magnetic field which is in black color, which is in blue color is electrical field. Both the fields are mutually perpendicular to each other because one is in y-axis and another one is in z-axis. And due to the result of this one, electromagnetic wave which is produced, that wave propagates in the direction of which one? X coordinate. That means which is mutually perpendicular to both the fields of electrical and magnetic field. So that means, so electromagnetic waves, that means what is the radiation which is emitted by the radiation by electron, that is electromagnetic wave in nature, because electron is a continuously revolving particle with an electrical charge. Due to that one, what happened? A magnetic field is around produced itself. Both the electrical field and magnetic field oscillating or changes continuously, then produces a wave. That wave transmitted perpendicular to both the fields in the propagation. Clear? So these waves are called as which one? Electromagnetic waves. Now these electromagnetic waves are not require any medium for their propagation. Second most important point is, these electromagnetic waves not require any medium for their propagation. That means the remaining waves, which one? Like mechanical waves, like sound waves or transverse waves or whatever the remaining waves, that requires medium. Whereas the electromagnetic waves does not require any medium. That means these waves can also be transmitted through vacuum also. And one more thing here, with the same speed or velocity of light, which equal to 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second. So electromagnetic waves not require any medium for the propagation, as well as it travels with the speed or velocity with the which one? Light, that is 3 into 10 power 8 meter per second. So these electromagnetic waves are very broad in nature. That means it is not a single particular wave. These are consisting different kinds of waves, like as from cosmic rays to radio waves. Depends on the wavelength and which one? Frequency. That means these electromagnetic waves are characterized by some physical characters like as wavelength, frequency, wave number, like that. So on the basis of frequency and wavelength, these electromagnetic waves are distinguished a wide range from cosmic rays, gamma rays, X-rays, UV rays, visible region, and IR, as well as microwaves, radio waves, that can be very wide range in electromagnetic radiation. So once we recollect that one. So these electromagnetic waves are a wide range from which one? Gamma rays. Gamma rays after X-rays. X-rays after UV rays. UV rays after visible region. Visible region after IR, infrared radiation. After microwaves. After radio waves. So that is the broad classification of which one? Electromagnetic waves. So gamma rays, X-rays, UV rays, visible region, IR, microwave, radio waves. So these waves are distinguished on some physical characters like as a frequency and wavelength and wave number. So depend upon these physical characters, these waves will be classified like as. So gamma rays, X-rays, as well as which one? UV rays, visible, IR and microwaves, radio waves. So while you are moving from left to right, what happens here? The wavelength increases. Whereas moving from right to left, what happens? Frequency increases. That means gamma rays have more frequency and radio waves are more wavelength. So here a relation between the strength or the energy of the waves here. That means the energy of wave E equal to or E proportional to frequency and that E proportional to 1 by wave length. Clear? That means the energy of the wave is directly proportional to frequency. So while the frequency increases, the energy of the wave also increases. And the same, the energy of the wave inversely proportional to wavelength. That means wavelength increases, the energy of the wave also decreases. Clear now? So from that, according to Max Planck, we know that E equal to h nu. That means here E proportional to frequency. Nu is means nothing but frequency. So here h is the Planck's constant. That will be later be discussed. That means this is depends upon which one? Planck's quantum theory of radiation. That will be later be discussed. But here simply we know that energy of the wave is directly proportional to frequency and inversely proportional to its wavelength. So once observe here, the wavelength is increases from left to right. That means compared with the gamma and radio waves are more wavelength, so it has less energy than which one? Gamma rays. Whereas frequency from right to left, gamma rays have more frequency. That means which one is have more frequency? That one may have more energetic. Clear? So that is the relation between which one? Wavelength and energies. So here some of the physical quantities characters are defined here. So what are the physical quantities here? Frequency, wavelength and wave number. That can also be discussed now here. What is the first one? Frequency. Frequency means the number of oscillations or cycles or vibrations completed in 1 second. The number of oscillations or cycles or vibrations completed in 1 second is called frequency. It's called which one? Frequency. Generally, it is represented with a nu or n or f. Nu or n or f. So what are the units here? Units. Number of oscillations or cycles are which one? Vibrations. So cycles per second or second inverse or the SI unit of frequency is Hertz. That is represented with Hz. The SI unit of frequency is which one? Hertz. So the frequency is defined as which one? The number of oscillations or cycles or vibrations completed in 1 second. That means in 1 second, how much cycles or how much oscillations or how much vibrations are completed by the wave, that can be defined as a which one? Frequency. That is represented as a which one? Either nu or n or f. What is the second one? Wavelength. So wavelength is defined as the distance between any two consecutive crusts or troughs or compressions or rarefaction. It is known as wavelength, and it is represented with a lambda. It is represented with a lambda, and the units are in SI system meters. Celsius centimeters. Okay, so in SI system meter, in Celsius system centimeters. Okay, clear? Now wavelength is over. Wave number. Wave number. It is defined as the number of wave lengths in specific length or unit length. It is defined as the number of wavelengths in specific length or unit length defined as wave number and represents with nu bar. Represents with which one? Nu bar. So nu bar equals to 1 by lambda. So units are meter inverse or generally centimeter inverse. So that is the wave number. Wave number is defined as number of wavelengths in specific unit. Number of wavelengths in specific unit length. It is defined as a which one? Wave number. So wave number is represented with which one? Nu bar. Nu bar equals to which one? Reciprocal of lambda. That is 1 by lambda. And the units are which one? Meter inverse or reciprocal of meter or centimeter inverse. These are the characteristics of which one? Electromagnetic waves. Here, the next we discuss the remaining topic in next video.